Now, before we get started, I would really love if you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can get the latest content from the YouTube channel, The Last Rewind. And don't be shy about leaving your comments at the bottom of the page because you are the sole reason why this channel will be successful. Thank you.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome to The Last Rewind. I am your host. I'm Tremaine. I'm coming to you with another one. Let's get into it. Like and comment and subscribe to the channel. Again, that's always appreciative. Let's talk some basketball, folks. Let's talk some b-ball because after the game that I just watched against the Los Angeles Lakers and the Minnesota Timberwolves, it needs some commentary because that was a good game. That was a very good game. It was hard fought on both ends of the floor. Well, no, not both ends of the floor because it was a high-scoring game. So little defense was being played except the end. But offensively, it was a very good game. But I don't have a dog in the fight as it relates to this series. I don't have a dog in the fight. I was a Laker guy back in the day, but that's Kobe back in the day. Right now, I don't have a dog in the fight, but it don't look well for Los Angeles right now, man. The Minnesota Timberwolves, them some dogs, man. Those cats are playing. Those cats are playing, and they want to win. By the body language on the court, by the body language in the huddles, it's evident that they want to win more than the Los Angeles Lakers. And again, very good game, but in the end, there can only be one winner. And the Minnesota Timberwolves have gone up 3-1 after Game 4. I believe Lakers win the next one, but but Minnesota wraps it up in Game 6. I think they got way more firepower right now than the Lakers. And by that, I mean, Anthony Edwards is just a small piece of he's a big piece of the puzzle as it relates to the Timberwolves, but he's not all they have. And it was on full display today. It was on full display today. Very competitive game. I believe this game was lost for the Los Angeles Lakers in the fourth quarter. It was. It looks to me like they ran out of steam, and the Minnesota Timberwolves just prevailed and got a second win, and they with that they prevailed. If we look at the stats, in all honesty, there was stars of the game and certain players outplayed one another, but in all honesty, each team had 4 key players who were very instrumental in the game. And the game could have gone either way. I mean, let's break it down. As far as the Lakers, we got LeBron James. He played 46 minutes. He got 12 rebounds, 8 assists, and 27 points. Not too shabby. However, I do feel as if some of those 27 points for LeBron James should have came in the fourth. I don't think any came in the fourth. If the Lakers get some offensive productivity from LeBron James in the fourth, they probably win this game. Not to take away from two defensive plays he got in the fourth that were very big, and it potentially could have swung the door the other way. He got a block that was very needed at the time, and he got a steal that was very needed at the time in the fourth. So while he didn't do much, LeBron offensively in the fourth, he did have 2 great defensive stops. However, in my opinion, this is where the Jordan, Kobe, LeBron debate gets a little spicy because you're in the fourth quarter, you're quote unquote the GOAT, and you're not taking any offensive attempts. And this is a playoff game. This is what that, in my opinion, that's the difference between your LeBron, your Kobe, and your MJ. MJ and Kobe may come off as ball hogs at that point, but they're paid to be the offensive threat, especially at that point in the game. I take nothing from LeBron James as far as his defensive stance in that fourth, but The Lakers clearly needed more from him in the fourth, other than those two defensive stance, and I mean offensively. Luka played 46 minutes. He had 1 rebound, 2 assists, 38 points. So we're fairly equally distributing the points between them two. Not bad. Rule Hashimura, we got 41 minutes, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 23 points. So the Lakers are not bums to the point where they're not putting up offense. They got outmatched. Austin Reeves, 35 minutes, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 17 points. So they put up points. I'm not going to take that away from them. They put up points and they put the ball in the basket. It's just that the Timberwolves put the ball in the basket a bit more and won the game. And they put the ball in the basket consistently and won the game. I believe the Timberwolves at one point went on a 12-0 run going into the fourth or in the fourth, which allowed them to get back into the game. And that alone was a recipe for disaster. Once they went on that run, the Lakers were still winning. I said to myself, T-Wolves are going to win this game based on this run. On the Timberwolves side of the ball, as far as, player stats, we got Julius Randle, who played 43 minutes, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 25 points. I like Julius Randle. He is a tough, hard-nosed player. He very well gives me Draymond Green vibes or Dennis Rodman vibes to me. He's going to do the dirty work, if you will. He's going to do some of the dirty work, but he's also going to be instrumental in getting you a win or stop or points when needed. I like that kind of guy on the court. Jaden McDaniels, 38 minutes, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, and 16 points. Anthony Edwards, obviously, this boy is playing his behind off. 44 minutes, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 43 points. Enough said on there. He hit one nice 3 that was just he's dancing, he's moving, he's step back 3, and it was pivotal too. And Naz Reid, 20 minutes, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 12 points. As I said, the points are pretty equally spread out. It's not as if one team it was a blowout. You know what I mean? It wasn't a blowout, so it wasn't to the point where one person just had points far and beyond all the others. There was not a big differential there. I believe this came down to heart. It also came down to LeBron not scoring in the fourth, and then there was those clutch, free throws by Anthony Edwards. If you recall, if you watched the game, he was driving. He went up. I believe he went to his left side. LeBron fouled him. They had to get it reviewed because they were initially looking at it to see who it was out on. And while it was out on Anthony Edwards, also in the review, it was revealed that LeBron fouled him. So Edwards go to the free throw line. He hits 2 crucial free throws. That sealed the game. And I believe, I believe this is basketball gets interesting around playoff time. This is, in all honesty, is one of the best times to watch it because regular season games in basketball are just so mundane now. But this was a very good game. Anthony Edwards, this young man can play. I know he had his off-court news about paying up his child support. And he's getting some chick pregnant and he's paying up his child support. I know that was at one point that was overshadowing his play on the court. But very impressive. Very impressive. The guy can drive when he needs to drive. That's how he got the foul on LeBron. He can and he has a 3-ball. He can dribble, he can shake you down, and he has a 3-ball. So the Minnesota Timberwolves are looking like a real promising team, promising threat as they go deeper into the playoffs. And frankly, if we get a repeat of this game And I'm not just talking about points. I'm talking about heart and will and just overall wanting to go out and win the game. I'm looking at the Minnesota Timberwolves is beating the Lakers, and I'm gonna give them 6. I'm gonna give the Lakers one more, but I say the Timberwolves take them out in 6. The Lakers just don't look like they have it. And it's a shame. The Timberwolves are young, they're hungry, and it's very much looking like it's going to be decided in 6 games as it relates to the Minnesota Timberwolves over the Lakers. Like I said, very good game. I wish we got more from LeBron in the fourth. I really do think that is where, if I had to pinpoint any point in that game where I think the Lakers lost, it's the lack of productivity on the offensive side. I gotta say the offensive side, because LeBron did give something defensively. On the offensive side in the fourth, it was the lack of productivity from LeBron James. If LeBron James gets maybe, if he get, I think the score was 113, 116, if memory serves correct. So if LeBron James gets 10 points, just 10, if LeBron James takes that ball and drive to the basket, and he's bigger than mostly everyone out there, if he takes that ball, drive to the basket, either he's going to score or get the foul. He goes to the line. If LeBron James gets 10 points in the fourth, the Lakers come away with this win. They will. And it's not as if the Timberwolves shut LeBron James down, because they didn't. They didn't shut him down. He just wasn't as aggressive, in my opinion. It's not like they doubled him or they didn't shut him down. He had every opportunity to score. He just chose to pass at times, which was fine. But again, if you're the star, you're the moneymaker, you're the self-proclaimed GOAT, you want to wear the crown, those are your times. That's your time to be the star. That's your time to be the GOAT. And unfortunately for a lot of LeBron James fans, that's where he gets a notch on his credibility as far as a GOAT, because in that fourth quarter against an up-and-coming Anthony Edwards, who has already dropped 43 on you, or at least 40, this is your time to be the GOAT and shut him up. And you give him 10, 15 points in the fourth, you win that game. You win that game. It's nothing said. Lakers would have won the game if LeBron James' productivity in the fourth was there. I also feel like the Lakers are getting outcoached as well. It's not just the play on the court. I believe the Lakers are getting outcoached as it relates to the coaching between both organizations. I like JJ Redick a lot. From the time he signed on as a Lakers head coach, I always thought he was in over his head, and I just think that he is getting outcoached. But very good game, and I can't wait to watch Game 5. I don't think the Timberwolves are going to take Game 5. I do believe Lakers will win Game 5. I do believe LeBron will have a bounce back game, and it won't be as close as this, because I do believe the Lakers are going to be laser focused, and get the job done. Game won't be as close. It'll be competitive. It'll be entertaining. It won't be as close as Game 4 was today. Anthony Edwards will do his thing. I believe the Lakers in Game 5 are going to make sure only Anthony Edwards does his thing. But the next game, Minnesota Timberwolves are taking this. Could be wrong. Maybe I will be wrong. But I do not foresee the Lakers winning this series. I don't. But overall, like I said, I was thoroughly impressed with this game. Getting into we're getting into basketball now. Football is done with us. We had the draft this past weekend, so we're getting, we were really focused on WrestleMania, but this is the best time for for basketball, and this was a very good game. Can't wait to see it going forward, but Lakers are just going to have to let Anthony Edwards have his time in the sun. Let him get his points. I know that sounds crazy, but you're not going to stop him. But you need to stop everyone else around him in order to have a shot at winning this series. Do not let him beat you. And if I'm looking at these stats, he's not the only one beating them. It's an equal, fair sharing of points across the board. He's not the only one beating them. They have a better bench too. They have a better backup system. So, I don't have a dog in the fight. I'm not a LeBron hater like most. I respect what the man has done. He can play. He deserves to be in the GOAT conversation. I will give him that. But not showing up in the fourth in the playoff game like today is one reason I say he's only in the conversation, but he is not the GOAT. And that's that. And that's that. So I'm gonna be coming back with a couple more videos as it relates to more playoff games going forward this season. But this was a doozy, and I had to come through with it. If you're a Timberwolves fan, if you're a Minnesota Timberwolves fan, this is a time to stand up tall, hold your chest out, because it's looking promising for you guys. I would definitely say that. Anyway, I'm out, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace.